to my channel. So today I have a really fun tutorial for you guys, and actually I was really nervous about filming it because I didn't quite know how it was going to turn out. So this look is going to feature how to use liquid lipsticks as eyeliner, and it's kind of like a little bit more of an out of the box, not your regular kind of eye look, considering just the color that we use for our wing liner. But just for full disclosure first and for safety reasons, I did use, obviously I used liquid lipsticks to create this wing liner, as it says in the title of this video. Liquid lipsticks are meant to go on the lips. It's not meant to go near the eye area. So just full disclosure, I myself did not experience any kind of irritation with liquid lipsticks around the eye area. I've used liquid lipsticks on the eye area before and I haven't had any problems. But just be careful, maybe test out the liquid lipstick that you're going to use first around your eye, just to make sure that you don't get any type of irritation, because I would really hate for something bad to happen to your eyes. And yeah, I would just feel really bad. So just always safety first, make sure you know your skin and your eye area is okay and jiving pretty well with the products that you're putting around it. But if you're all good, then you can go ahead with this tutorial full force. But anyway, so I wanted to do this look because I was really inspired by a couple of posts I saw on Instagram. First off, Anastasia had reposted this beautiful eye look from Jenny Vay. I hope I'm saying the girl's username right. And also I saw something similar too from Diva Maker on Instagram, her page as well. I will totally credit them and list their Instagram accounts down below because credit needs to be given where credit is due. But I was just really inspired and I thought to myself, I definitely think this is like a total fall look just because of the tones that we have going on, and it's just really fun too. And it's interesting to play around with different products for different purposes. So just because you have a lipstick doesn't mean you can only put it on your lips, and you know, the same thing goes for all the other makeup products that are out there. It's just really fun to experiment with them. So I think that's all I have to say for this video. Oh, no, there is one more thing I want to mention. Thank you guys so much for your sweet comments on my Monday's upload, and thank you guys for letting me know if you want to see a Q&A video, and it seems like a pretty good amount of you would like to see one, so I want to announce in this video that for any of your questions, you can start leaving them down below in the comments of this video, and I'll refer to these comments for those questions. And also feel free to tweet me your questions. My username is the same as the Instagram username I have down here. All my usernames are the same across all my social media platforms. Probably next week I will film the Q&A video, and then I'll make a posting separate on Instagram just in case to get those last minute questions in there as well. But for now, you can definitely leave your questions down below. Remember, it can be anything. It's really just like a get to know me type of video. So whether it's beauty related or non-beauty related, feel free to leave your questions down below and let's get to know one another. So anyway, that's now officially all I have to say. Let's move on to the tutorial. Hey guys, so for this look I already did my foundation and brows and obviously one eye, so we're going to start off with the other eye. I'm first, of course, as always, using my MAC paint pot in soft ochre and just applying this evenly all over my entire eyelid for a nice smooth base and concealing any eyelid discoloration that I may have. Then I'm just taking any matte white ivory shadow and just making sure to pack this onto my entire lid space. Then I'm using the Morphe Jaclyn Hill's Favorite palette and taking this taupe brown matte shade, and with my Bobbi Brown eye blender brush just making sure to go in circular motions throughout my entire crease. Then I'm taking this matte mauve shade with the same brush and just layering over on top of that crease area just to give it more depth. And I'm going to be using a lot of layering of colors in this tutorial, just letting you guys know right now, and it's an all matte eye look. Then picking up this warmer matte brown, and again, same brush, and again, just layering on top in the crease. Then I'm taking this matte white ivory shadow from the 35O palette, also from Morphe, and just cleaning up the lid space and re-brightening it up. Then for the fun part, using these two liquid lipsticks. They are both from Colourpop, but just be careful. Like I said in the beginning of this video, test this out first on your eye area. So I'm first going to be taking a dab of this color, which is Trap. I think in my Instagram post I called it Beeper, and it was the wrong color. I actually used Trap to mix in with this. Then taking some of Avenue onto my mixing palette as well. And I decided to mix these colors because I wanted the red to be a little bit more muted and not so blood red. So that's why I decided to mix these two colors. And then from there, I'm going to be using a regular angled eyeliner brush, which I use pretty much in every tutorial, and just doing my eyeliner as usual. The only thing I can really say is that when working with liquid lipsticks as eyeliner is the fact that the formula is a lot thinner than your typical gel liner, so you just really want to be careful. It's just kind of like working with liquid eyeliner instead, but of course instead of using a brush that comes in the packaging with liquid liner, you're going to be using the brush instead. So I have a feeling that if you are someone that uses liquid liner regularly, you're going to have no problem with this whatsoever. But if you don't, then it's going to be just a little bit of like a learning curve to get used to this type of texture. Also, this liquid lipstick dries super fast, so it's actually really great for this purpose as well because it won't transfer onto your upper lid if you have hooded eyes like mine. Then I'm going to be taking Sigma Gel Liner in Liberally Toasted, which is a medium brown, and just placing this onto my waterline and a little bit below my bottom lashes. Then taking my MAC 212 brush, and again in the Jaclyn Hill Favorites palette, taking this medium brown, no not medium, it's like a dark burgundy brown but matte, and pressing this up against my bottom lashes pretty tightly. And just making sure to layer this on top, and I even got something in my eye here, so just ignore that. Then taking a smudge brush and layering on the shade that's right next to that one, which is like a deep burgundy, and just again, like I said, layering it right on top. I decided to go pretty smoky with my bottom lash line for this just because I felt like it complemented the eye look well. So taking a pencil brush and using one of the taupe matte shades we use for our crease, I'm just going to be further smudging it out, dragging it pretty low in my opinion, and then picking up that first matte taupe shade that we used in our crease. I'm going to again just further smoke this and blend this out. I obviously love to layer, you guys know this by now. Then I'm going to be taking an eyelash curler and then my lashes, and these are from Elegant Lashes. I talked about them on my Snapchat, and putting on my House of Lashes glue on them, and while they get tacky, I'm going to just give my top and bottom lashes a quick coat of mascara, and my glue still hadn't dried yet to my liking, so I'm just going to go in and bronze up my face. I'm using my Benefit Hoola bronzer, and surprise, surprise, I actually didn't want an intense contour for this look. For some reason, I was just feeling something more soft, so I'm just going to be using my Hoola bronzer to bronze and lightly contour as well. So putting it along the hollows of my cheek, down my jawline, and around my forehead, and obviously dragging it down towards my temples. Then my eyelashes were finally ready to be placed on. I believe these are just called the wispy style from Elegant Lashes. They should be pretty easy to find. They have like a lightweight one and a heavier weight one. I believe these are the heavier weight ones. And then taking a little bit of Fawn contour powder because I couldn't resist not contouring, or I couldn't resist contouring my nose. So I'm taking that along the sides of my nose and tip. And then moving on to my highlight, I'm using the Benefit What's Up highlighter, and it's a cream base. So I'm first getting a little bit on my finger and just pressing this onto the high points of my cheek, because once we layer on powder product on top, it's going to really make it pop. And then taking the other end of the tool, or packaging I guess, and just making sure to press down and smooth out the edges just so we don't have any huge clumps of highlighter. We want it to be a nice smooth transition. And then I'm going to be layering on top the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in Champagne Pop, and I don't know why I turned my head so like far for this. I think I was just trying to catch good lighting. But obviously on the other side I already had good lighting, so I'm just using a clean Bobbi Brown eye blender brush to apply this, and just going and dusting across my cheekbones and pretty much just kind of hugging that whole eye area. I'm also going to take a little bit of this on my Cupid's bow and center of my chin, and of course down the bridge of my nose. And I think this shot looks so funny. I kind of look a little cross-eyed, so just ignore that. Then for blush, I'm using a berry tone blush in my e.l.f. blush palette in the lighter color version. And with just a Luxie Beauty blush brush, I'm going to be using this to dust across the apples of my cheek, back and down towards my hairline. Then for my lip color, I actually started off using a liquid lipstick, but I felt like the color was just too bright. It wasn't to my liking, so that's why it looks kind of a little bit more brighter on one corner of my mouth. I decided to go back in with MAC Velvet Teddy. Then once our lipstick is on, I'm going to be spraying myself with some MAC Fix Plus, and then layering over on top of that my Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. And then once these two have dried, your look is now complete. I hope you guys liked this video. Give it a thumbs up if you did. Don't forget to subscribe, and also don't forget to leave your questions for my Get to Know Me Q&A down below. And yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys!